Wow, it's been like a week since I've talked to you guys. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. What's up, guys? My name is Tyler. Today, I wanted to do a quick video on how to take better pictures with your phone today. So, I'm going to cover 3 things that I use pretty much every time I go take pictures with my phone. And those 3 things are angles, composition, and compression. Essentially with angles, the biggest mistake I see people do, or not mistake, but just the biggest thing I see people do all the time is they do this.
Great shot.
Oh, hold on a second. Right? Or, oh, hold, now let me just stay right. Yeah. We're here? Okay, cool. Usually will work fine. But don't do that anymore. Try a different angle. Be creative. Your phone can be held in a lot of different ways than just this or this. I know that's what you're restricted to when you use it, but trust me, you can use the camera app in any orientation, and worst case, you can always fix it and rotate it later. Just trust me on this. So the biggest thing to do is to try shooting upside down, believe it or not. No, not getting your picture upside down, just shoot the picture upside down. And it sounds kind of silly, but I don't know where I learned this or when I started doing it. I just kind of have always been doing it, I guess. But essentially, one day I took my phone and I said, well, I wonder what would happen if I just turned it around. And then what if I put it closer to what I was taking a picture of? And that's when it hit me. Wait a minute. This is pretty cool. And it works. And it's different. And it's kind of cool. Next time you're out in the street somewhere, obviously be safe when you do this, but if you're like crossing a crosswalk, for example, have your camera open and ready to go. As you're walking through the crosswalk, try to see if you can't get a little open spot. Put your phone down on the road, right? Just bend down, sit your phone on the ground, and snap a couple pictures from ground level looking up down the street like this. I guarantee you it'll look way cooler than you walking going like this. Give it a shot. So that's kind of like the big thing with angles, at least that I like to try. Try a lower angle. We could go on and on and on about different kinds of angles and whatever, but to make this video a little shorter, try doing the upside down trick. It works fantastically. Number 2, composition. Composition is another one of those topics where I could go on and on and on and on and on about composition and how you should weight things in your picture and how you should photograph them to make them look fantastic, and any other professional photographer out there would probably be able to do the same. But I'm not a professional photographer, so I'm not going to talk about any of that. Instead, one thing I want you to remember with composition is make it interesting and make it natural. It's that simple. Most of the time, for what you'll probably be doing is just taking pictures of your friends or of yourself, or just, for fun. So the best thing you can do is to just try to take pictures of your subject in a natural environment. Unless you're going for a very particular look, obviously coordinate for that. Like if you're going for a studio look, set your area up like a studio and shoot whatever it is that you're trying to shoot in that fashion. For people, and this composition rule or this composition tip is more for people. Too often I see people taking pictures with their friends where it's just so basic. Instead, try capturing the people that you're trying to take a picture of more naturally, right? Tell them to stop posing for the picture, number 1. That's like the number 1 rule. Look at your friend and be like, hey, stop posing. Pretend like I'm not here. Just do your thing. Have a conversation with them even. Kind of egg them on, right? That's like one of my favorite things to do is to just work with somebody, talk with them, right? The camera's a tool. Let it do its thing. What makes you a good photographer is your ability to get somebody to act natural, to get them to forget, because the best pictures are the ones where it's like you don't even know that there was a camera there. Try to get them to relax, try to get them to open up a little bit, get them to a point where they're comfortable and they're kind of just doing their thing and you're just talking to them. And while they're talking, you're capturing them. If you've ever done a photo shoot, you've ever been in a photo shoot, right? For engagement photos, or if you paid a photographer to capture an event for you or something, a good photographer when you see one because they talk to you, they get you comfortable, they get you to smile when you're not a person who smiles. I don't smile. I don't do it. Nope. But yet they get you to smile anyway. And those pictures end up looking so much better. And me personally, when I see pictures of myself, when a good photographer is doing them, I tend to like them more. Not because I'm any prettier or because the photographer made some magic where I look better. It's just simply because I'm acting myself. I'm not posing. I'm not, I'm not trying to be something I'm not, I guess. So that's kind of the big thing with composition, is just be comfortable with your subject. Number 3, compression. No, not compression shorts or pants, but compression in photography. Look it up. Or don't. I'm not your dad. Compression essentially is making the background of your picture bigger, but keeping your subject the same size. And it's kind of hard to illustrate what that looks like. You've probably seen it and don't realize it. I guess I could toss up 2 images here and kind of give you an idea of like the same picture, one with compression, one without compression. It's not an editing thing. It's not a filter. It's not any of that. It's literally just if you're using a phone that has a zoom lens, like a 2x or whatever, which a lot of iPhones have that now. A lot of Android phones also have that now. You can also achieve a similar effect by just digitally zooming, though I don't typically recommend that. But essentially, all you're gonna do is you're gonna frame your subjects to be wherever you want them to be, and just play around with taking the picture at different focal lengths, right? So take one picture at 1x zoom, which is like standard, and then when you switch to 2x, you'll notice that everything zooms in, right? Including your subject, whoever or whatever you're taking a picture of. So what you need to do is look at the first picture and try to, when you switch to your 2x, try to make sure that whatever you're taking a picture of is the same size when you zoom in, right? And then take the picture again, same picture. What you'll notice is that in the first picture, the background and the subject are, of relative size based on just the standard zoom. But when you use a 2x zoom or a 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever, and your subject is still the same size, you'll notice that the background is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what we call compression. That's pretty much it though. There's plenty of apps and ways to edit these photos as well. Maybe I'll cover that in like a separate video, but I really just wanted to focus on just some cool ways that you can take pictures that maybe is a little bit different than what you've been doing. And these are things that you could do today. I hope that was useful to you guys. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.